Fidelity just added Bitcoin into their 401k. So this is big because millions of people will have the opportunity to get their hands into cryptos, and it will have consequences. In this video, I will tell you what this change means for the market, for cryptos, and especially for you so you can make more money. Hi there, welcome to your channel, The Foreigner in America, where I teach locals and foreigners everything related to money and personal finances, including investing in the markets, cryptos, real estate, and businesses. So, if you're someone like myself who wants to achieve greater wealth in life, you don't settle for pennies but for Benjamins, and loves money, please subscribe to this great channel and hit that bell so you miss any one of my weekly videos. And also, check out my Instagram and TikTok at The Foreigner in America, and my blog under the same name. So, without further ado, let's begin. Bitcoin has been the most controversial topic of the last years. It's true that everyone talks about stocks and index funds and about investing on real estate, but those investments have existed for more than 100 years. The person who owns the stocks or properties is always a wealthy person, no matter how much the cash has gone down in value. Passive income and investments have been the best way to become rich and the secret of the wealthy. Before social media, no one was telling you every second to invest. Now, you get bombed by so many content creators, including myself, where we tell people not to save cash in the bank, but invest it into something that grows in value in time. Unfortunately, since the removal of pensions from employers, people are not safe to retire until they have accumulated a certain wealth relative to the amount of time they want to live post-retirement and the amount of money they'll need every year. This is where the 401k was created. Like everything created, it's never meant to be for what it ends up serving. It was just a temporary account to hold some funds. It was never meant to retire people at an older age. Same way taxes were not meant to be permanent. They were placed just to fund several projects, just like the tolls on roads. The problem is that once a fee or a tax is placed, it is never eliminated. So now people are encouraged to save money pre-tax into their 401ks, which is a great idea since most of average Americans get to age 65 without any money saved and are forced to keep working until the day they die or go sick. Good luck getting sick in America, though, without any money or medical insurance. You're no better than dead. But this is not the government's fault, as people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s want to live life at its fullest, spend money on stupid things like cars and trips, and never care for retirement until it's too late and they're already old and sick. One thing I don't like from 401ks is the lack of control over them. When you're employed, they ask you if you want to contribute money into a 401k. You say yes. You give a percentage, and the employer takes it from there. If the employer chooses to match, that money will not be yours until you're fully vested in the company, which is most likely takes between 3 to 5 years. According to your age and employer, your money gets into a specific date fund, which translates to the number of years you have for retirement. So it is solely based on your age. When you're younger, it gets invested in stock. And as you grow older, it gets more and more invested in bonds and treasuries. When you're laid off from a job or you quit and you're already vested, you still hold a 401k from your employer on your name. You cannot withdraw money since you get taxed and penalized if you're under 59 and a half years of age, but that is when you get full control of it. It changes from a 401k to a brokerage account-ish. That is when you can choose where you want your money to be invested. You can choose to buy certain stocks or real estate, and now Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in a low position right now, actually around 39,000 at the time of this video. So its potential, it's higher to rise. What this means is that more and more people are going to grab money from their vested 401ks and put it into buying Bitcoin long term. That is a great idea, especially since a 401k is meant as a long term investment and not as a short term win. If you bought Bitcoin when it was 69,000 and you had it today, you would have lost nearly 45% of your investment money. That is not great if you see it short term. It's actually horrible. If you plan to retire on that money, well, you will cry. But Bitcoin and all cryptos and projects are meant to be long term. In 10, 20, or 30 years, Bitcoin will be so valuable that people are going to be buying 100th of a Bitcoin, a tiny piece of a coin, because one whole coin could buy you a big house, for example. One coin would open you a business. One coin could change your life. But in order for you to get there, you have to be in the tiny percentage of people who resisted the urge of selling when things were low. Just like Warren Buffett always says, if you cannot control your emotions, you should never own stock or crypto. He never said crypto because he hates it since it takes away his popularity in the market. So high net worth investors like Kevin O'Leary, worth around 400 million, are invested into cryptos. Institutions like Fidelity, which manage billions of dollars, are getting into Bitcoin for their clients. The metaverse is on the works, where Meta will take a 50% share on transactions and it will all be in cryptos. Do you need any more proof that this is big? I am done with your excuses. You need to get into the crypto boat. If you have a 401k from a past employer and you don't know what to do with it, don't spend it or roll it over to a new employer and lose control. Don't do that. Keep control over it and call the company like Fidelity and tell them that you want to put a certain percentage of the money into Bitcoin. I'll recommend you go from a 10 to 20% into Bitcoin. You are still working in another company and generating another 401k, which you have zero control over, but so you're covered in case you get losses. If you're in retirement ages, I wouldn't recommend you do this, since Bitcoin will only be a pain in the neck for less than 10 years. It will keep swinging up and down more than 20%, and you will not be able to sleep at night thinking if that invisible coin will crash your retirement. If you are in retirement ages, keep it just like the date fund recommends. Low risk, bonds, treasuries, cash, able to mitigate a drop in the market. You never know if there will be a market crash soon. You need to be protected not to end up working in Walmart saying hi to people coming in that never say hi back, or putting groceries into plastic bags. Remember, retirement is not retiring from life. Sitting all day with your butt on the couch, drinking to death, or sleeping 16 hours a day like a cat. It's about enjoying more free time with family and friends, about giving back to people, about teaching and passing knowledge to younger generations, about not getting orders from a boss telling you in your performance review you suck because he only took into account the day before where you actually sucked, etc. Retirement is not about greeting people in Walmart or being bored in your house. You know, stocks will always go up, especially if you buy a bunch of them where winners compensate for losers, like mutual or index funds. You know, real estate will always go up, and rents will always go up, and the number of people who rent will always go up. It's a never-ending problem in this country where salaries don't keep up with housing prices. But you know what? It's a world problem. It's not only in America. Let me tell you my foreigner insight for this topic. But being invested into Bitcoin with a 401k that you will never touch for many, many years, it will multiply with the market. I think it's a great idea. Once Bitcoin Sunday hits $1 million a coin, which will happen in the next 30 years, no real estate will give you those kinds of returns and no stock whatsoever. That is why there are no overnight stock billionaires, no overnight real estate billionaires. Those take many years, generations to become. But there are plenty of Bitcoin billionaires that did that in less than 10 years. Besides building a Facebook or a Google from scratch, which probably is as tiny as winning the lottery. Buying and holding cryptocurrencies is one of the investments that could turn you into a very rich man or woman. Add it to your 401k so you get a flow of money, which you will thank me when you turn 65 or 70. What if it's too much money? Well, helping others is the best way to give back, and it will be greatly appreciated. But remember, take control of your life and take control of your money. So thanks a lot for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and found useful information, give me a like and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any one of my videos as soon as they come out. So have a great day. Don't lose any money, and I'll see you next time.